Become a femme magnet.
Sometimes the most confusing moment in a connection happens right after everything seemed to be going perfectly. The chemistry was strong. The conversation flowed naturally. There was attraction, laughter, emotional connection, and eventually, intimacy. For a moment, everything felt closer than ever. But then something unexpected happens. His messages slow down. The energy feels different. He becomes quieter, more distant. And many women immediately start asking themselves the same painful question. What changed? Did he lose interest? Did the intimacy ruin the attraction? But the truth is often more complicated than that, because intimacy changes the emotional dynamic between two people. Before intimacy, attraction is driven largely by curiosity, the unknown, the excitement of discovery. But once intimacy happens, something shifts in the male mind. For many men, intimacy releases a powerful wave of the emotional and neurological responses. Hormones like dopamine and oxytocin create a sense of closeness in the moment. But afterwards, the brain often begins to regulate itself again. And during that process, some men instinctively create distance. Not always because they regret the moment, but because their mind is trying to process the sudden emotional intensity. You see, attraction often grows through tension, through anticipation, through the feeling that something is still unfolding. When intimacy happens very quickly, that tension sometimes disappears all at once, and the brain suddenly moves from excitement to reflection. Some men begin asking themselves questions they did not think about before. Where is this going? Am I ready for something serious? Did things move too fast? This moment of reflection can create emotional hesitation. And instead of communicating those thoughts directly, many men respond in a simpler way. They step back. They create space to observe how they feel without the intensity of the moment. And this is where the confusion begins. Because from the outside, distance can look like rejection. But internally, it is often uncertainty, the mind trying to rebalance itself. Another reason this happens is psychological pacing. Attraction often feels strongest when both people feel they are discovering each other gradually, layer by layer, experience by experience. When emotional closeness accelerates very quickly, some men feel as if the relationship suddenly moved several steps ahead, and distance becomes their way of slowing the pace. Now, this does not mean every man who pulls away will return, but it explains why this pattern happens so often. Because human attraction is rarely linear, it moves in waves. Moments of closeness, moments of reflection, moments where emotions need space to settle. Ironically, the reaction that often pushes someone further away is panic, multiple messages, requests for explanations, attempts to pull the connection back immediately. But emotional pressure during this phase can make the distance grow even larger. Because the mind that was seeking space suddenly feels pursued. Sometimes the most powerful response is calmness, returning to your own life, allowing the emotional energy to settle. When the pressure disappears, curiosity sometimes returns, and the connection can reappear in a more balanced way. The truth is, intimacy does not automatically destroy attraction, but it can reveal whether the connection was built on curiosity alone, or whether something deeper is still developing. And in the psychology of attraction, patience often reveals more truth than immediate reactions ever could. Don't forget to subscribe to Femme Magnet for more interesting videos and learn the secrets to attracting your dream man and become magnetic. In the next video, we will cover secret signs he is falling in love with you.